All right. What the hell is going on, everybody? We've got MaxPax on the top left side of the map and Rex for offside, the bottom right side of the map. That's right, onside's kind of, I guess, B-team roster? Well, they don't really beat him. They're a very good team. But the guys that aren't on the Vitality roster, originally the onside roster that did get bought out by Vitality, which is, of course, like Maru and so on. I believe Ryung's still on that roster, though I did hear Solar did part ways with them recently. His contract ran out. But anyways, let's talk about this match. MaxPax is a beast. Rex is a very strong Zerg who, unfortunately, his entire career can best be summarized as playing second fiddle to Haas. What do you mean, Pig? What do you mean playing second fiddle to Haas? I mean, Haas is the cheesiest bastard ever, and he's the king of Taiwan for a reason. Honestly, sometimes when I watch Haas, it like breaks my brain because he'll do stuff so old that I start thinking, am I looking at the Taiwanese champion or the champion of Formosa, you know? And Rex is also from Taiwan, formerly known as Formosa back in the old colonial days. And you know what? He's always been a fantastic player who has to get through the cheesiest, most mind-gamey, dirtiest Protoss of all time, and he's almost always fallen just short. So Rex has always been really quite a strong player, occasionally upsets a top pro, but Haas has his number. Now he finds himself playing against the opposite of Haas, MaxPax, the most solid, standard, straight-up player in the entire world. MaxPax is predictable. He does the same thing over and over again. He loves his double forge, you know, gateway man build, oracles into blink. I would not be surprised if he does that here. And for Rex, it's, do you get a bit inspired by Haas? Do you go and do a cheesy build? Like, what do you do here to try and deal with a player who is the mechanical peak of StarCraft? MaxPax, an absolute monster. This is, by the way, from this week's KRS Cup, or Kalaris Steadfast and Rotterdam Cup. Those guys, of course, have replaced the EU Weekly Cup with their own one while we are in the off-season. They might be wondering, when is that off-season over? I don't know. We never know. Every year, we don't know what's happening with the next year unless they've done a multi-year contract, which ESL has not done. Neither does, you know, EWC, Sports World Cup, or anything like that. A lot of people get panicked, go, oh no, is StarCraft dead? What's happening? Oh my gosh, this is going to be it. And we've had this conversation in this period of few months, ever since 2019. I am not that worried. Because I know StarCraft's going to be played by hundreds of thousands and millions of players around the world all the time, no matter what, for many, many years and decades to come, no matter what happens. It would be a shame if the pro circuit doesn't get finalized before 2025, but it wouldn't be the first time we've had a very late announcement. I think the latest one we had was like early January, or was it December? Maybe it was like mid-December when we finally had the next year's season get announced. But you never know what's going on in terms of the money changing hands, the big contracts, the massive events, and all that sort of stuff. For my thought, though, as much as I'm playing a lot of other strategy games, I don't think there's a replacement for StarCraft 2 just yet, or anything worth investing as much money, time, and doing big events for. Ooh, MaxPax gets one drone. A little slow on these Zergans. I do like the Ling run by. Dude, the falling run by could do damage, but MaxPax micro. Did he lose a single probe? Of course he didn't lose a single probe. It's MaxPax. What am I talking about? Now, to be fair, just wasting mining time is not bad for X. He even rotates the weak probe. Get out of here, MaxPax. What the hell, dude? Can you just do something that's not overpowered for once? Like, just play and make some mistakes? Jeez. Yeah, I think MaxPax's big fall-off is mid to late game PvZ. Struggles to secure a 5th base. And, isn't really a Tempest master. I don't know if he's started using Tempest yet, but I think once MaxPax starts learning Tempest Oracle late game, I think he'll be unbeatable against Zerg. I think it's just one of those things he hasn't quite pieced together yet. And I think part of the reason is he's so good in the mid game, it's only when he plays Reyna and Serral where he really has to regularly play proper late game, whereas he usually beats people before that point. Have you ever tried a foot mouse two-handed split keyboard? I've played with my mouse on a foot before. Yeah. Yeah, ever since there was the famous clip of Lava who trolled a Chinese opponent that he didn't really respect by playing with his keyboard on his mouse. Oh, those queens moved for a bit. They didn't attack. 3 drones go down. I did try a challenge, but I actually played with the foot on the mouse rather than the keyboard, which is way harder. I had to put it on the floor, of course, the mouse and the mouse pad. It was very hard. I beat a few people. They were like Gold League, and it was pretty close matches. Let's put it that. It was maybe Silver League. They were like, you know, real. I think the Gold League players were a real struggle, and I was cheesing my ass off, as you can imagine. Using a mouse with a foot when you haven't used it is a big thing. I think you were asking something about a split keyboard, which is probably a totally different thing. But anyway, a bit of a tangent. Rex has taken 8 drones and 10 Zerglings. Guys, he's in the doo-doo. This is just classic MaxPax. He has a 3rd finished. He's going 6-gate Forge Twilight behind it. Perfect adept positioning. And this is what you expect. Rex is playing a pretty darn good early game. And MaxPax is like, no, this is world-class PvZ. The adepts chase the drones away and the oracles grab 5 more kills. The adepts even shade into the natural. And he shift clicks a few more of these. Of course he does. Getting even more drones. Oh my lord. Every time I play a weekly cup against Terran, I play Zerg vs Zerg. Even lately, I've gotten good at Zerg vs Zerg. And whenever I play a Terran, I go, you know what? I had a shot there. I played a bunch. Whenever I play against MaxPax or Hero, I cannot get past this Oracle Adept early game without losing at least this many drones. I know exactly how Rex feels right now, where you're just like, oh man, like just every small mistake you make just gets massively punished. These guys are so incredibly good at this early game. And it just goes to show how hard it is to punch up against a player like this, because their completely standard stuff requires such a high level of perfection. So you might think, well, why don't you do something crazy? If the pressure's on you to throw something crazy before the first 2 Adepts and Oracle arrives, I mean, that's a pretty narrow window to change the trajectory of the game, right? There's a lot of options if you can get to 5 minutes without losing too many drones. We had 8 drones down at 5 minutes, 17 down here at 6.5 minutes. There's not a lot of window to work with there, is there? Oh, my lord. Okay, only 1 queen. That could have been worse. Zealot Archon coming in behind it. You're going to need a lot of roaches to deal with this. But down 7 workers is Rex. Going up to 5 gases, trying to take a 6th one. And he's going to have his first 4 roaches out, and Zealot Archon is about to kill him, guys. This is brutal. This is brutal. 4th Nexus, Robo Bay on the way. It's a classic Zealot Archon Disruptor style. Damn. Raynor doesn't give an F about SC2, lol. He just plays League. Raynor does like StarCraft, guys, but, you know, people can have hobbies. It's the off-season right now, and he can absolutely stream that. He can not play StarCraft at all. He's going to do other things. It's the off-season. It's the right time. Raynor's actually been trying to commit a bit more to playing the game pretty consistently. And he really wants to, of course, win those tournaments. And I think, you know, do that during the on-season. But I don't think you need to grind all year straight. Cyril takes big breaks as well, and it's part of his success. Zealot Archon's just going to ravage. There's no roaches out. Like, the roaches are now coming out. Like, good queen positioning, good roach positioning. But the Archon Zealot's already on top of him, and the splash damage from these Archons in the drone line as well. Oh my lord, devastating damage. Devastating damage. Yeah, MaxPax is just so bloody good, isn't he? It's just a tight opening, and getting past that early stage with MaxPax is huge. I remember I was so proud one game against MaxPax because I was playing Terran. He did the Zealot Adept pressure, and I didn't lose a single SCV, and I killed a probe, I think, with my Reaper or something at the same time. And I was like, I could not believe it. And then he killed me with a 3-gate like a minute later. And that was how I was still very proud even after he killed me. I was like, dude, that's the best I've done in the first 4 minutes of a game against MaxPax. Just to give you guys a little bit of perspective of how good this kid is. All right, guys, we got MaxPax on the left side of the map. What is he doing? He has sent a probe out at the very start. Is he proxy gating Rex? What is this? Was MaxPax streaming this tournament and his chat bribed him? What's going on? If anyone has any context on this game, let me know. What is he? He's proxy gating, and Rex is going to go gold base, which is funny because it actually means he can mine further away from the zealots that he otherwise would. Oh my god, this is silly. Is it 2-gate, 3-gate, 4-gate? Let's find out. 2 gates to start. He's still building probes. Is he going to go 2-gate? No, surely he built a 3rd. Yeah, 3rd gate. And then he'll squeeze a gas in at some point. And he will build 1 more probe, I think. No, he's going to go 2nd pylon, is he? 2nd pylon here is not a bad idea. Oh, he's doing the full flower. 4 gateways. That does protect the pylon. The full 4-gate zealot, ladies and gentlemen. Now he's trying to pretend the probe's coming in from a more normal angle. He's like, so if the Overlord was here, it would see the probe coming from what appears to be the right side. Ooh. Hello. Now, the way you defend this is you're meant to get lings across the map to basically just stop him from mining. So you get lings across the map, and then you need to make spine crawlers and zerglings usually. However, because you've got a gold base out there, you could try to go roaches potentially, but the problem for Rex is he's going to have no idea this is happening. 6 drones to the gold. Oh man, I mean the gold minerals might actually help him recover from this, but he's going to be so far behind on the initial minerals because of all this lost mining time. This is going to take a little bit to catch up. I don't know, I feel like this is really bad for Rex. I feel like this is game over. You could send a single zealot to the gold base and it's over. I think you go to the main base first, simply because, yeah, that's big. But do you just keep rallying to the main? Because if you deny all the mining in the main, I mean, that's probably game over. I think Rex might be dead, guys. I think Rex might be dead. Okay. Drone surround? I mean, he doesn't have enough drones. Even if he surrounds the zealots perfectly. Oh, he's trying to do the stack micro. He's just going to run. He's just going to run. He's got ling speed on the way. You could focus the spawning pool down, but the zealots are already heading that direction. He's going to try and break down the rocks and then go for the spine crawler. Oh, spine crawler's trying to build. Dude, you know what would be sick? Is if as this dies, you build an Evo chamber and you block it at that moment. You think you can do it? No, there's no way. He's dead. The zealots are getting in. 3 zealots are here. Ling's coming in from behind. The zealots are getting surrounded a little bit. The zealots are getting surrounded. MaxPax didn't keep his zealots together because he was trying to get rid of the spine crawler. You know what? Those zealots actually go down. That was a good micro there for Rex. And now the drones can surround as well. Oh! And oh, you got to. Oh, he should have drilled through. He's got to drill to the other side. You don't want to lose that spine crawler, mate. You got to drill through. Oh no, he's losing a spine. Rex screwed up. Rex screwed up. He needs his minerals right now. He's got 1 spine and 1 queen. Probe is there. I mean, MaxPax hasn't transitioned yet. He can easily transition. Ling speed is kicking in. He didn't get any lings across the map. Lings coming across the map is a huge problem. MaxPax doesn't seem to have a follow-up plan. Does MaxPax have to go to dinner? What's going on, guys? Evo chamber block. Hey, he's doing the Evo block. My man, Ling speed is here. The Lings should really be counterattacking because they can completely deny mining time right now. Now, what you want to do is you want to build another Evo chamber. Yeah, my man. My man. And then you want to try and... The Zerglings have to catch the other units. Oh, gosh. Get the queen out of there. The drones and the Zerglings together. You can kind of block this a little bit, make it really hard. Zerglings are going to start surrounding these zealots little by little. That Evo chamber is buying a lot of time. The drones and the Zerglings are going to clean this up. The transfuse keeping the spine alive, but not for long enough. And it does go down. Does he build a new spine or does he have enough Zerglings now? You need to get the zealots together. MaxPax still building 4 zealots at a time, but he's got to get his zealots together. You need them in formation. Up against the edge, MaxPax. MaxPax does not have a lot of experience doing cheesy builds like this. He is not Haas, guys. He is trying to literally torture our poor Zerg player by emulating Haas. These Lings are going to go across. You have nothing at home. He has to recall. He has to recall probably 2 or 3 zealots while the rest of them camp at the gateway, and he needs to try to transition into a normal game. If he doesn't recall right now, he's going to lose all of his units. The Ling's got misclicked though. Rex is panicking. Rex has spent years practicing against Haas. You think you're going to surprise him with a dumb cheese build? What are you thinking, MaxPax? You think Rex was born yesterday? This man was born in Protoss filth. This man has lived a life of literally having stinky cheese pelted at his face repeatedly and people laughing at him because he couldn't beat the cheese god Haas. Come on, man. You think you're going to get him with a 4-gate proxy? Get out of here. You're trapped in the corner next to my spine crawler, idiot. Nice moves here for Rex. Rex getting a bit of revenge against MaxPax, who either was in a hurry or maybe got a little bit cocky. That was actually a fantastic hold for Rex. The gold base pays off. All right, well, MaxPax went a little bit cheeky and got punished, dropping a map to Rex unexpectedly. Rex in the top left side. Let's see, does he go back to standard? I mean, MaxPax is going to come block him like he does every game. MaxPax loves to block people's expansions. Rex seemed happy to just take the 3rd base. I really feel like if I was playing MaxPax, I'd probably try to go like 14 or 15 hatchery every game. 15 hatchery would get down at 38 seconds, so it would have been down by now. Because we've gone Overlord into 2 more drones, we are going to have to go and take the 3rd. Rex seems comfortable with that option. But it's really tough. Like, against a guy of MaxPax caliber, I don't think I would ever want to take this 3rd hatchery. It's kind of crazy that the 3rd hatchery has become so standard, right? And like, I think I also have kind of been sold a false story. I bought the lie, guys. I swapped away from 15 hatch, 15 pool into just taking the 3rd base. Rainer did it, a lot of players did it. They made it look viable. And you know what? It is viable. If you're a god gamer. But if you're not a god gamer, it's so hard to defend that 3rd base. We saw it in game 1 on Golden Aura, and I'm not happy about the opening setup. MaxPax plays this pretty much every game. He doesn't really care if you get the hatchery down or not. He's going to send the probe at the same time 9 times out of 10. As MaxPax is not big on varying up his PvZ. MaxPax is the sort of guy who has a special brain. He can repeat the same thing tens of thousands of times with very, very minor variations only. And he loves it. I think there is something that makes him deeply happy about executing over and over and over again and iterating. There is something satisfying. And I think all high-level StarCraft players develop this to a certain extent. The ability to just do the same thing over and over and over again and enjoy just repeating it and finding that rhythm, right? There's this muscle memory. It's like playing an old song that, you know, that you love, and it just brings you to a happy place. I think that's MaxPax doing the same build order he's done 43,000 times in PvZ before. Now, Rex is obviously the one who I think should throw out a curveball. When I say a curveball, I mean a cheese ball, all right? You just defended the cheese, now it's time to go cheesy. What would be the best way of catching MaxPax off? On site Delta, maybe the Chadray Annihilator? What do you guys think? Nidus Queen Zergling might be one of the better shots. I mean, if you're Dark, I think you do that too much. It's too predictable. But, yeah, that could be a good one. I think, so Nidus Queen Zergling... I wouldn't have minded like a Ling Flood drone drill would have been kind of nice, but it's too late for that. He would have needed to already be into mass Zergling production off 20 drones at most. Adept coming forward. Dark finds deep satisfaction in being supply blocked. Oh yeah, for sure. For sure he does. Look at this. He's ready to run away off creep. Ah, no Spore Trick in time. Bit too slow from Rexo. Oracle. Going to be the first flying unit for MaxPax. And Rex, remember what I said? There's a lot of options for Zerg if you can get past 5 minutes without losing many drones. Question is, can he get there? Because Rex is clearly taking that challenge. He's saying, yep, that's what I'm looking for. Ooh, scared the Adept back. Got a miss micro from MaxPax to not target the tumor as quickly as he could have. Double creep tumors out is nice. One in the north, which he'll probably spread down this way, so we can spread that forwards, and then this one can obviously go out the front. Oh, dude, he's got 14 Zerglings. Oh, he's looking for... This is a cancel on the third. Nice opening. So, 14 Zerglings on the to cancel the third. Oracle and Adepts don't see it. You want MaxPax to start the third. Oh, what's he doing? Oh, he's sending a few Lings home. He's sending a few Lings home. He loses one of them. He's still got a bunch of Lings coming in. He's going to be able to get that probe and potentially the Nexus as well. The Adept does come forward, though. Adepts going in along with Oracles. The Zerglings go after the Adept. Oracle could defend that, but MaxPax is busy microing the other side of the map. Oh, the Adepts and the Oracles are inside the main base. Uh-oh. And this is a problem right now. This is a real problem. MaxPax getting 7 drone kills already. You're kidding me. 9! 9 drones? Oh, no. It's not fair, man. I feel for Rex, man. I feel for him right now. Oh, just yet another start where you're just getting your face ripped off from the get-go. This Oracle did end up turning on its laser, by the way. So 3 Adepts for 10 drones and 6 Zerglings. That Oracle turns on its laser. Another 3 or 4 Lings go down. Rex is doing a good job of re-droning, to be fair. But it's going to take a little bit before we get properly established. Adepts are so much better than Reapers. WTF? They 2-shot drones? Oh, you gotta realize that Reaper does shoot about twice as fast as an Adept. And I think it's 5 shots for them. Reapers are faster and can jump up and down cliffs. They don't have that beautiful shade ability, but they do have combat regen. Which probably a little bit better than shields. Ooh, ow, 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 ow. 3 drones. Ow. Okay, good pullbacks there this time. For Rex, that was a little better. But he's still got to deal with a bunch of Adepts here. He's only got 5 Zerglings. 6 are about to pop out. He's got 6 Overlords building right now. He's like, I will never be supply blocked again in this game. You can tell the adrenaline's pumping. Rex did not want to get supply blocked, but it ended up with him building way too many Overlords. And now he's taking a fair bit of damage. Good drone pulls, though. He's only lost 2 so far. He can send those drones back to mining straight away. And of course, the Lings will track the Adept Shades while the Queens do as much damage as they can. Lings are going to have a good surround, and those Adepts just going to try and maybe focus a drone or 2 before they go down. Good positioning, dude, for MaxPax. Just being in use. Gets yet another drone, and the Adepts finally fall. Did an Oracle go down? 1 Oracle did go down, but Rex is on 44 workers, guys. He's as dead as they come. He's got a ton of Zerglings. He has 34 Zerglings. And I guess there's not that much Oracle energy. I mean, he's still dead. He's trying to re-drone. Guys, Rex is so dead in this game. He's down 20 workers, man. Oh my gosh. Okay, Stalkers. Gonna get surrounded a little bit, but he did turn both oracles on. That's a big waste of energy. It's actually a big waste of energy. There's not much that deals with Zerglings, but I think he's got a shield battery there, shield battery there. He's gonna build a cannon. Oh, look at that cannon positioning, guys. So he can only get attacked by like 1 or 2 lings there and a few lings on the back. That's a sick cannon positioning. The lings are ready. You got to be careful, but as long as he keeps building oracles, I think he's fine. Oh, turning on all of the oracles. A bit of panic there from MaxPax. Should have only turned on 1 of those. And it looks like he's trying to do a forward gate pressure, right? He's going to try and build a gateway. Rex is somehow back up to 63 drones now. He's not mining gases on his natural, which is the right move. He's on 1 gas mining. So it's pure minerals and nothing but Zerglings and Queens. To be fair, that's what you need to stop a blink pressure. MaxPax committing pretty hard to this. Rex is like, oh, maybe if I just make Zerglings and Queens, I can survive. Oh, blink is ready. The Stalkers. Oh, that was a really derpy blink. 1 Oracle turns on the laser. The other guys did waste their energy. MaxPax overcommitting into the Zerglings, even without +1 melee there. MaxPax loses 5 Stalkers. Bit of a mistake for him. He needs to chill out here. He's miles ahead in the economy. Doesn't blink any of those Stalkers despite Blink being ready. Mum's calling. MaxPax, come and get your Winkelstimmen. I don't know. What do they eat in Denmark, guys? I just said Winkelstimmen. I don't know what that means. It sounded like a vague approximation of German because I don't know what Danish sounds like. It's probably more like Swedish. The 4th base gets cancelled up there as well. The Zerglings are going to run in on this side. It does feel like MaxPax is trying to rush things. He's got to just slow down and chill. Finally, we see some of that MaxPax level micro over there. And the Zergling's going to pull back. Rex right now, he's somehow on 70 drones. I don't know how. Look at his gas mining, guys. Or should I say his lack of gas mining. He's just started mining his 2nd and 3rd gas 8 minutes into the game. My man is going to be able to hold off the opening 8 minutes, end up on even supply with a worker advantage on MaxPax without using gas. That's kind of sick. And he's ahead of the units lost. 9 Stalkers is a lot, man. You should not have lost this many Stalkers. That was sloppy for Max. MaxPax is still attacking against a mass Zergling style. The Zealot's getting surrounded. MaxPax showing very little respect to Rex. Rex is on nothing but Zerglings. All you need to do is make like Archons and Colossus here and you're in such a good spot. But Rex countering MaxPax by making nothing but lings. And he's actually got map control now. He's swapping into his own roaches, which will help him against the Zealot transition. This is crazy. Oh, good surround, man. Zerglings will wreck Zealots. If they can get surrounds there, even though he doesn't have any carapace upgrades, the +1 Zealots are 2-shotting. Roach will set off the stasis trap. That's only a single Roach. Stalkers, gotta be careful here. MaxPax trying to play that double forge style. I was talking about, hey, this is what he's gonna do because it's what he does every single game, basically. He loves double forge, blink, Zealot styles, the sort of gateway man. Should be blinking back a little bit more in that north. Starts to. Battery overcharge plus Zealot warp and does defend in the south. Stalkers here trading really well versus the Roaches by the looks of it, though. They took a lot of damage, but not many of them actually died, and the stasis trap is going to protect them. Bottom side, Zealot's going to find the 5th base of Rex. South side looks like maybe a few more Zealots did go down. Units lost tab still in Rex's favor. Zerglings are just so bloody cheap, aren't they? Should be sending Zerglings into the stasis. Nice moves, but the Zealots do take out the 5th hatchery. Nothing but Roaches and Lings. Rex doesn't have a transition, guys. No Baneley Nest, no Infestation Pit. He's just making Roaches and Zerglings. Now, if MaxPax just maxes on Stalkers, I think he can beat this army. Maybe have a few Zealots in the mix. He's got to be careful. Oh, the stasis trap helps him out. Nice. And MaxPax, he's going to have 2 upgrades against just 1 in a few minutes. So it does look good for MaxPax. Right now, though, Rex army is so big. If he could, like, surround and kill 10-15 Stalkers, the Zealots are going to be worthless versus the Roaches. So Rex is kind of all in right now. MaxPax attacking it to him. MaxPax, what are you doing, mate? You got to defend, but all he ever does is attack with his style. It's a bit of a mindless style. He keeps attacking into a guy whose economy, he literally hamstrung his opponent. His opponent can't even move around, but he keeps attacking in range of his opponent's spear strikes. And one has to wonder if this is the way to play a PvZ, MaxPax. Why have we not built any Robo units yet? Robo Bay only now goes down. I mean, I really admire MaxPax style, but I have questioned in the past why he so often does the exact same thing in PvT, for instance, where I'm like, sometimes you can go faster Robo Bay, but he always refuses to. The Stalkers are getting hammered. Rex is jumping on top. Rex is like, you forced me to do this. I didn't want to do a Roach Ling all, and this is a dumb strategy. I can't believe this is working. My name is Rex. Get wrecked, son. Get wrecked, son. How did I miss that opportunity? Jeez, Pig, I'm a bloody amateur. Roachling running around. The Oracles run out of energy. If those Oracles had more energy, it would have been a huge problem. The Oracles go down. There is that hero cannon behind the 4th base. Stalker's trying to come forward. You can see if MaxPax had like 20 Stalkers right now, he could do a lot with microing, but he's in a bit of trouble. And Rex is just running around with the Roachling. Kills 17 probes. He's going to go after the 4th Nexus. The Roachling is doing well. Burrows there. 2 more hatcheries are building behind this. Rex is like, oh god, I've actually got momentum right now. MaxPax got a bit too sloppy with his army usage in this game, and Rex is actually finding opportunity. I love that he played a rule of 1 gas for 8 minutes in this game, and despite losing so many drones early on, it brought him back into it. Colossus, very good versus the Zerglings, but it's the Roaches that are the bigger problem. He should be building Disruptors at this point. Unfortunately, if he loses his 3rd and his 4th, it's not going to matter. He's down to 43 probes. MaxPax at half the supply, and Rex is going to back off for a moment. Does he know about the top base? Oh, yes, he does. Yes, he does. He is going to go for it and clean up those probes. Recall goes down, but one of them dies before they can recall. 3 of them, in fact, die before they can recall. And MaxPax desperately trying to re-drone up on that base. Zealot counterattack comes in. He's trying to make another Colossus. Like I said, the only way out of this game is Disruptors. There is nothing else that's going to save your bacon in this game other than Disruptors and Rex having an aneurysm. He has so much stuff. As long as Rex keeps attacking and kills your 3rd, you are dead. Half his army can attack the south. When you move out of your natural to defend it, he can come in from this north with these guys, trap you, and you are screwed. Baneling Nest and Infestation Pits on the way. It's a nice ball of anti-Zergling, but it's not got a lot of anti-Roach. The Roach is running in there a little bit crazy. Roachling on the south. This is what I'm talking about. Yeah, attack that 3rd and then flank from the north. I like the stasis traps to try and cover him. Oracle's moving out across the map. They need to come home right now. The Oracle Colossus Ball trying desperately to survive. That Roach stasis trap is nice. Oh, the Colossus trying to move away here. One Colossus getting a bit of damage on it. An Archon goes down. A second Archon is almost down. Dude, very efficient hold so far from MaxPax. His 3rd base does somehow survive. MaxPax is going to dig deep and show that heroic effort. Oh me, oh my. Rex does not want to be added to the hall of biggest throws of all time, and he is not going to because he focuses the Colossus down. He's perma-maxed on Roaches right now, guys. He is perma-maxed on Roaches. Those Roaches taking out Stalkers. One of the Colossus has fallen, remember. This is an issue for MaxPax. He is on half the work account. Less than half, about 40% of the army supply. To be fair, it is Roach supply, though. Roach supply has often been touted as garbage by professional StarCraft players. They say the longer it goes, the more garbage it is, but that's why Rex is in his face trading while it's good, while it's still effective, and these +1 Roaches are hammering home that Colossus. Dude, it's getting so much damage. 26 kills. The Oracles turn their lasers on, but for how long? They're going to run out of energy almost instantly, and that's kind of been the story of this game. Honestly, this game would have been fine if MaxPax didn't turn his Oracles on multiple times, turning on 2 or 3 Oracles for a few Zerglings. And that just reminds you how important and central the Oracle is and your Oracle use and Oracle management in this matchup. Colossus is on 36 kills. He's going to try and pull back to the high ground. He's like, let me out! Let me out! Let me out! Up the cliff, up the cliff, the cliff, the cliff, the cliff. Colossus, 36 kills, still alive. Oh, man. I just want to see this Colossus get a lot of kills. Apparently got a 37th kill then. I didn't even see the unit die. Maybe a Zergling got evaporated by the splash damage. Archon, Stalker, Colossus hanging on out. He's going to be trying to chase down that Roach army now, but Rex, of course, has the Remax coming. 6 more drones on the way for Rex as well. Rex has actually just got a huge economy. He's still he does not need to be droning. Rex is obviously just a bit excited. He's like, oh, build more drones just in case. Roaches getting hammered. Continuing to rebuild them. Roachling coming in, but he doesn't have Roaches with it. The Lings are not going to do well versus the Archons, but actually Roach Surround. Oh, Roach Surround. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our Lord and Savior, the projectile vomiting unit of every Zerg's favorite, the Roach. Much like a bunch of drunk teenagers at the club after drinking too many drinks, they will shoot a foul stream of projectile vom in your direction. I believe it's called acid saliva, is the actual in-game name of the Roach's attack. And honestly, I think it describes basically pretty well what's happening. They're spewing acid on their opponent. It's kind of gross. That's like most Zerg things, though, right? They're either growing on you, they're ejecting things out of the steamy hole on top of the hatchery, or they're putting eggs on each other. It's a whole lot of penetration, clawing, biting, chewing, spitting, and of course vomiting. And Rex there shows how to do it with the best of them. Dude, Rex, I cannot believe he came back after that. So let's go to like 6.5 minutes, 7 minutes. How many workers had he lost? 15 drones! 15, 16, and he loses like 2 more here, right? Look at this, guys. 16 drones by 6 minutes. Man was dead, but he actually did a really good move that you can do to come back in StarCraft, and that is pulled off gas completely, so he still had minerals. Minerals is the foundation of your economy. So even down on workers, he's still mining similar minerals. And because MaxPax ends up going for a blink pressure, which is countered by Zerglings and just queens, mineral-only units, as long as you've got a similar mineral income right now, which he does, it doesn't matter that he's this far down in workers. And obviously it'll matter further down the track because his upgrades are later, his tech's later. But MaxPax just threw way too many Stalkers and Zealots away this game, which is why Rex was able to make this comeback. Combined with Rex focusing on the minerals super duper hard and just taking the gases a little bit later. Really well played. GG, well played. Rex with the huge upset over MaxPax. And I got to say, MaxPax 4-gate proxy, not what we like to see from him. I like him to vary it up. That is not what I was expecting. But yeah, this game was just a bit too autopilot. Just a little bit sloppy on his Oracle management. I think if he had more Oracle energy, he could have got away with being so cavalier with his Stalker Zealot pushes. But I think he just wasn't keeping track of his Oracle energy, having a little bit of an off day perhaps. And that's why, like, at this moment, you're meant to be able to turn your Oracles on and win this fight. But GG, well played by Rex. Lovely comeback.